Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Tuesday, the 17th of December. The Finance Minister is defending changing a key measure of government finances. Today's gloomy half-year economic and fiscal update shows the expected surplus has been pushed out from 2027 to beyond 2030. Nicola Willis says the official measure of surplus will also no longer include the $4.1 billion ACC deficit. She was asked why the goalposts have been moved, but Willis says the goal remains the same.
Which is to get the books back in balance, and we've chosen what we think is an appropriate measure for targeting that goal.
Infometrics Chief Executive Brad Olson says a big challenge for the government will be managing its spending versus income.
Over the 4 years to mid-2028, the government's now expecting to bring in $13 billion less in tax, but also still spend nearly $6 billion more on government services.
A magnitude 7.3 earthquake has struck off the coast of Vanuatu at 2:47 this afternoon. Images on social media are showing some items knocked over and building damage, as well as a landslip, I should say. Tsunami waves up to a metre above the tide level are possible in some parts of Vanuatu. There is no tsunami threat here. The Workplace Relations Minister is shooting down claims lifting the adult minimum wage 1.5% is effectively a pay cut. Brooke van Velden is bumping up the pay rate by 35 cents from April to $23.50 an hour. Opposition parties say because it's lower than inflation on 2.2%, it's a backward step. But Van Velden says the minimum wage went up 50% in the past 7 years, while inflation went up 25%.
If you take all of those years together, including the minimum wage increase that we are increasing people's wages by this year, people are still better off than years prior.
A police decision to shoot and kill a man who shot at its neighbour's kitchen window has been ruled justified. Ethan Manera has the details.
The Armed Offenders Squad were called to Darren Little's Fielding home in April last year. After no progress in negotiating or getting him out of the house, they entered and shot his dog. After he confronted police with a firearm, he was shot. The Independent Police Conduct Authority says officers acted in self-defence. It says while they weren't adequately organised and should have allowed Little more time to surrender, the shooting was justified.
Christchurch's Orana Wildlife Park is moving forward after 2 reviews into allegations of unreported animal deaths and an unsafe workplace. Both found Orana lacked a clear core purpose and vision. It stopped incoming animal transfers for 6 months while it adopts all recommendations. No immediate animal welfare issues were identified. Board co-chair Professor Ken Huey has thanked current and former staffers who revealed concerns.
It takes bravery to do that, and I absolutely respect those people's views and them reporting those views to others.
To sporting headlines, New Zealand have won the third and final cricket test against England by 423 runs in Hamilton, but lost the series 2-1. It's New Zealand's largest win by runs and marked an appropriate farewell to Tim Southee after a 16-year, 107-test career. Blake Fern Sevens superstar Michaela Blyde has signed with the New Zealand Warriors women for next year's NRLW. And the Hurricanes will take a Super Rugby pre-season match against the Blues to Wainuiomata on February 7. I'm Raylene Ramsey. That is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.